What's up everybody? Welcome to today's video. Today is going to be quite a bit of a different video. Normally I sit down here and I'm talking about makeup or beauty products or skincare or anything like that, but today I'm going to be talking about how I quit smoking cold turkey. Today is Thursday, December the 6th. I actually just quit officially on Tuesday, so it's only been a couple of days. It's technically been 3 days since I've had an actual cigarette. And they say that the first few days are definitely the hardest for obvious reasons. So I just wanted to come on here and let you guys know that quitting cold turkey does work. And I just kind of talk about a couple of things that I've been trying and doing to sort of help myself along the process. So just a little bit of background, I have been smoking off and on probably for like 15 years, definitely more off than on. I usually start when it was like something stressful or when I was living in Europe or this, that, or the other. I would smoke when I was drinking, that kind of thing. It was never really like a serious thing. Until last year I started smoking. I probably smoked for like 4 or 5 months and I was up to almost a half a pack a day. And the same thing has happened this year. I started smoking back in March. Again, I'm up to almost a half a pack a day, or I was up to almost half a pack a day. And it's been 9 months, and to be smoking that much, that often throughout the day for that many months, to me, I was identifying as a smoker. Every time we went out, people knew that I needed to have a smoke, or people knew that I would have to stop to pick up cigarettes. And to me, identifying as an actual smoker instead of just someone who kind of smoked on and off, that really didn't sit well with me. So while I haven't been smoking for like 10 straight years, and that might make it easier, or that's definitely gonna make it easier for me to quit, it is still an addiction. I have still been smoking for a really long time. And right now, like I said, I was smoking a lot of cigarettes. So you might be wondering why now I'm quitting, why now and not 6 months ago or a year from now or whatever. Obviously there's the health reasons, heart health, lung health, mouth health, my skin, my hair, my teeth, everything. There's money involved, you know, like the idea of paying money to get sick or be unhealthy, it just doesn't jive with me. And the other reason that I really was starting to think about quitting is my skin and my skincare routine. I really started wearing SPF this year. I've been like a sun worshiper my whole life, and definitely not someone that used enough sunscreen throughout my days. But this year I really started to try, started noticing my mom's skin and just the effects of the sun that she's experiencing. So I really just wanted to, while I'm still in my mid-30s, just try and combat a few of the free radicals that are sort of already swimming around based on the amount of time that I spent in the sun. So, long story short, it seemed really dumb for me to be worrying about SPF and taking care of my skin and protecting it from the sun when I was just like lighting a stick of poison on fire and putting the poison from the inside out as opposed to just taking it from the sun. Going along with the whole like this is really dumb thing, it's 2018, I live in North America, I have access to all the information, all the education, it's on every single pack of cigarettes. You know, you could go blind, you could have bladder cancer, secondhand smoke will kill you. Like the education is everywhere, and I was still choosing to smoke. So to me, I was like, I was embarrassed because I was like, I know how bad this is, you know how bad this is, and I'm still doing it. And so that was a real motivator for me because I just didn't want to feel embarrassed anymore. So if you're wondering how I actually quit, on day 1, which was sort of like the day that I really decided that I was gonna quit, I had a couple like half cigarettes in the morning and then like one after lunch, one after work, and then the next day I got up and I had a quarter cigarette in the morning, and I was like, okay, this is it. And that was it. And ever since then, I just have not had a cigarette. Have I wanted a cigarette? Absolutely. Had I had the craving? Have I had the desire to go out and just fulfill a habit? Absolutely. But every time I get that feeling, I do something else. If I'm at work, I play a little video game or something on my computer, or I just get up and go to the bathroom, or I make a coffee, or if I'm at home, I will grab a snack. I'll have a bowl of cereal or something else. So I am having to replace it with things that might be seen as unhealthy, you know, like having another cup of coffee or having, you know, a candy bar or something like that. But at this point, to me, everything is healthier than smoking. So if I'm replacing it with something that's like, you know, not celery and carrots, that's okay. I'm going through like a really crappy time, and part of the reason that I started smoking 9 months ago is that there was like something, well, similar but a different time of the same kind of crap going on. And surprisingly enough, smoking a cigarette, you know, lighting a stick of poison on fire and putting it in your lungs, it didn't actually help the situation. I know. And so that was kind of another thing that hit me, was that I was like, it's 9 months later, I'm still going through roughly the same bullshit that I was 9 months ago when I started, and like these stupid little things literally didn't do anything. Yes, it provided me with a distraction. It provided me with that little bit of swimmy head, you know, that kind of would make me forget all the shit that was going on. But for the most part, like through and through, smoking doesn't help anything. It doesn't. And if you're experiencing stress, if you're going through anxiety, it increases your heart rate and increases your blood pressure. So you're actually putting yourself at risk for like higher stressful feelings when you smoke during a stressful time. So again, the science there and the education was just, it was just too loud for me to ignore. One thing that I found that was kind of surprising to me was how much the habit of smoking was actually the habit. It wasn't so much the nicotine that I was after all the time, but just like the going outside, the taking a break, the stepping away from whatever I was doing. Or it'd be like, you know, we just finished dinner and I'm gonna let the dogs out. Well, if the dogs are going outside, I might as well go outside too. It was just, I had built such a habit around the habit of smoking that, like I said, it wasn't so much, oh, maybe it was partly the nicotine that I was addicted to, but it was, again, partly just the actual habit of getting up and going outside and doing something and having an actual break. I could just have a Kit Kat. So realizing that part of it for me has kind of given me the opportunity to just replace it with another habit. Like I said, I don't want it to be candy or coffee or something that's, you know, equally not as great for you. But at the same time, if I know that it's just the habit that I want to form, then I can go ahead and form a better habit. And maybe that's going for a walk. Maybe that's doing some stretches or some yoga. That every time I feel like doing something that would have normally included going out for a smoke, I'm gonna, you know, do a downward dog instead. Like, I don't know, why not? Downward dog. So if you're thinking about quitting, keep thinking about it. Literally like a week ago, 2 weeks ago, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna be able to quit smoking. I like it so much. You know, it's providing me with a distraction or whatever right now. There's no way I'll be able to quit. Well, guess what? I did. Like I did. So if you're thinking about it, just keep thinking about it. That's all I can say. If it's in your mind, keep it on your radar. You will start heading in that direction. You just will. So best of luck to anyone who wants to quit. If you're thinking about starting, don't. It's expensive and it's gross and it's unhealthy. But yeah, best of luck to anyone who's trying to quit like me. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you in some of my next videos. Aloha.